Hi everyone, welcome to Rock Bottom with Rhoda and Dan. I'm Dan.
And I'm Rhoda.
What a week it has been in Washingtonville. We are right back at a war that on his birthday, Mr. Trump said, it's over.
That's it. We're all done.
Let's
Load
cut
up
the
and
cake.
Go home. Yes, and we'll celebrate, dancing in the street. We love these people. They're easy to work with. We think
They
they're
are
great.
pillars
of
society.
Yes, yes.
That was on his birthday, which was, who cares?
Yeah. We're all ready to sign. We're going to do a ceasefire. It will be just a little bit before. Well, he actually said the war was over like the day after it started, but because we obliterated everything and
there's nothing left
there's
of
nothing
Iran.
left, and they're just we bombed them back to the Stone Age, and now we're going to pack up our stuff and go home. So we're
going to take our ball and go home.
Yeah,
we're done.
And then they started bombing their neighbors, and I don't know. That's the whole big thing.
And then blah, blah, blah. Anyways. But on his birthday, he said, it's over. We're going to go to somewhere and, sign everything. And blah, blah, blah. Because, remember, these people are what? The pillars
of society, yes.
Yes.
He didn't actually say that, but he did say that they're very smart. They're very intelligent. They're much better than the people there before. Even though the people there before was one of them's fathers, the new people's father. So, but that's a whole other thing. Yeah, but they were great. They were great.
They were wonderful people.
But then he got to know them.
And now they are
scum.
They
are scum.
I just find it hilarious that Donald J. Trump has the audacity to call somebody else scum.
Yeah. Nobody's allowed to say that word except him, though. So.
What's that?
Nobody's allowed to say that word except him. That's his.
I don't know. I think there's many women in this world that probably have every right to call him scum.
Yeah,
I believe so.
I think Eugene Carroll. Maybe.
I was just gonna say. I bet she can.
Yeah.
I bet she can.
We'll have to talk about that someday, because I think any day now she's going to get $5 million plus.
So, absolutely, yes. And every last penny of it.
And hopefully she'll get the 80-some million.
83 million.
83 million. Yeah. That for the other lawsuit too. So.
Yep. I hope so. Every last dime of it.
Yep.
Every last dime. He is trying every trick in the book to not pay her. Last week, his Supreme Court, and I will emphasize,
refused to hear his appeal.
Court.
But he's going to appeal again. But the current judge says, yeah, go ahead, but I'm going to give her the $5 million.
Yep.
So,
absolutely. And I hope
that happens.
I hope it does happen.
Yeah.
I hope it does happen.
Yeah.
So, anyway, it has not been the best week in the world for the administration, but it has not been a real good week for Mr. Cash Patel in particular.
Yes.
He's had better days.
Yeah.
Better weeks.
Yeah. Apparently, the head of the Senate Judicial Committee, Senator Chuck Grassley.
I like Chuck. There is nothing quite like having some young people running this country. And by God,
he is younger than the country. I mean, he is younger. When you put it in comparison to how old the United States is, he's a mere child. He's only 93. So
93
yeah,
years
93
old.
Years young. Yeah.
A little later on in this segment, we're going to be talking about age limit or term limit for our lawmakers and our Supreme Court. But
Yeah.
That's coming up.
I read that.
Anyways, so Cash
Well,
had
apparently,
an issue.
Apparently, Cash, he wanted his agents to be driving around in BMWs. Apparently, they used to drive around in some kind of Chevy.
Right.
But a utility, business, but
Right.
armored and all that stuff. But maybe not as expensive as a BMW.
Right.
And I think BMW.
Let's say a BMW, a brand new BMW,
Yeah.
fully, decked out for the FBI, and that whole thing. I bet you a BMW would run in the neighborhood. I'm guessing $12,000 ish.
I think it was more than that, and I think I
okay.
think maybe what they had before was more than that. But for one thing, BMW is a German company,
Yeah.
and
There's that.
there was all that "Make America," "Made in America"
America
thing.
first.
Yes, America first.
first.
I'm just thinking that there is a little price gap there, and who needs to have a BMW to ride around? But he wanted a whole fleet of them.
He wanted a whole fleet of BMWs.
Yeah.
Well, who wouldn't?
Well, yeah. No, who wouldn't? But Chuck didn't think that was a good idea.
Here's the problem with Chuck and the MAGAs.
And the MAGAs. Well, he probably still has a thing against Germany because the 2 wars that he was in.
And he was there.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah.
But that's the issue. I mean, that's the button. After all the money that Trump has wasted, all of the money that this guy, remember before he wanted that trust fund for the Jan 6th people, what was that? Almost $2 billion or something, or some crazy thing. I don't know. I forget what it is. But anyways, this is the one that Chuck is going to say, oh, I can't go for that.
Yeah.
So,
no, that apparently
so-
that well, okay.
Oh, wow. So it
Wow.
supposedly it saves about $200,000. Oh, wow. Anyways.
Oh, apparently those would have saved more money, but I don't know why.
I don't know why he's having a fit, because the BMW's priced around $200,000 to $300,000.
Because they're factory armored.
Wow.
And they're constructed in South Carolina. We might have, whereas the Chevrolet Suburbans were around $480,000.
Mm-hmm. Chuck,
I guess he wants to make sure that really is true, that he is going to save from it.
Yeah, Chuck, you may have been pissing and moaning about the wrong thing, dude.
Yeah.
So these things could have saved us money, and they're already armored, right?
Yeah,
Supposedly.
they're supposed to be already armored. I don't know how well. Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
knows?
So I'm sorry, but I guess Chuck might be. That might be a
But
good thing. But they are. And Cash says that they'll be less conspicuous, but I don't know. A Chevy
BMW.
Suburban, I don't know if
Or
that
a
would
BMW?
be, I think I noticed a BMW more than I would a Chevy Suburban, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
He also has been doling out $1 million in oversized bonus payments.
So he had like $1 million, and
He started doling out to loyalist agents that were nicknamed Payback Squad.
Okay.
So
They were nicknamed what?
the Payback Squad. So makes you think that he was paying them for something.
Yeah. Doing
if-
their job and doing it wonderfully.
Yeah. Actually, he used the FBI's reserve accounts, and some of these checks actually bounced. So they didn't reserve enough for him to do that.
Well, it's an oversight.
That's an oversight, yeah.
I mean,
And he also invested up to $250,000 in MicroStrategy, which is a Bitcoin-heavy software company.
Yeah.
And he didn't file because every time you work for the government, you have to file all your transactions and stuff, so we can look at them and see whether you're not using inside information. And
right.
things,
Right.
So that's why Trump had
they want to make
file
sure
all
you're
that
not a
stuff.
crook.
Right, exactly.
know.
But the Department of
Because
Justice says everything's fine. Everything's fine. It was just a misunderstanding. We're good. We're good with that.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
yeah, it's
You
it's
know.
kind of like they're picking on him. But
Exactly.
see,
Let him buy the BMWs,
yeah.
Chuck.
so on Friday he was going to Chicago.
Yep.
And it was just a coincidence that his girlfriend's singing there, and that he called a spur of the moment examination or official visit to the FBI Chicago office.
Right.
And he got to take his taxpayer-funded government jet there because
Sure.
he had to go to Chicago to visit the FBI office. So it makes
Right.
sense. And
Absolutely.
as long as he's there, he might as well go to his girlfriend's concert.
I'm just going to go there long enough to
Yeah.
listen to her sing a couple
Yep.
of tunes, and I'm right back into Washington doing
Yeah,
my job.
after I
because
go
all
and
I
look,
do,
say
day
hi at the office.
day
You know,
in
yeah,
and day out, I bust my ass.
yeah.
That's all he does. And
it
yet,
is.
what happens?
Well, apparently, now this is according to reporters.
The fake news
The fake news
gets him every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was called to the office for
For a
meeting.
hand slap.
Yeah. The thing is, the office says, "Oh, it was a pre-planned meeting,"
Sure.
which makes you wonder why he was on his way to Chicago then.
If it was a planned meeting?
Because if I had a meeting with the White House, I think I would just go to the White House. I don't think I'd go to the airport.
Depends on who's at the White House.
Well, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
He probably thought, why do I want to go see him?
Yeah.
Which would be my thought.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But I think Cash would take it more seriously. And he said
He
that
hasn't yet.
no. And after calling the reporters, well, in addition to calling them fake news and a few other things, he said sooner or later they're going to find out why he was going to the
Yeah.
and it was
Yeah.
important, and they should know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they said that the reporters saying, it does look kind of funny that he had to go to Chicago to inspect their offices when we're at war with Iran. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Oh, really? No, when did that happen?
Oh, yeah. Apparently it's been going on for a while, but we thought it was over, and then it's not really. And Donald Trump thinks that they're out to get him for some reason. So.
Yeah, apparently that's been a thing.
Yeah.
That, now get this, Iran's getting pissy, and apparently he thinks that they're after him.
Which, it's like join the club. They've been around after every president since the 70s. So
Yeah,
I
don't think Iran was too crazy about Jimmy Carter.
No, I don't think so.
I think they loved. I think they loved Ronald.
Oh, they kind of.
Yeah.
I think they kind of worked things out with Ronald, but I don't know if they've been too friendly with anybody else. So
Not sure.
I don't know why he thought he was going to be the one exception, but especially when you bombed them.
Well, because he's the greatest president ever.
Oh yeah.
So he thought he was going to be the exception to that. So apparently Iran has got a problem with him.
Right.
So anyway, so Cash did not go to Chicago.
He did not. He went to the White House instead. So
I would have.
And
went
apparently
to Chicago.
we'll find out soon. But
yeah.
it is. Yeah.
If I had my rathers right now,
Yeah.
I'd go to Chicago
Yeah,
over the
yeah.
White House.
Well, especially if you have a hot girlfriend there singing. So yeah.
Especially if the buffoon is still in the White House, I'm going, anywhere but the White House.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Anyways, that was his week. He didn't go. He didn't go to Chicago. He stayed in Washington and he worked. That's what he does all the time. He just works. So, all right. Also, yesterday was the final day of the Great American State Fair or American Fair or...
the Great American Fair. Yes, it was 16 days. Yesterday was the last day? No, yesterday was the last day.
Apparently yesterday was the last day.
The last day. And
they waited for the last day for the best.
Okay.
The place was packed with people.
Yeah.
And they waited until the last day to bring out the best bands.
And the Invisible People, and apparently it kind of, one newspaper, The Independent, said that its conclusion was more of a whimper than a grand finale. There wasn't that many people there. They had some. Its theme was the next 250 innovations, and so they had U.S. Steel celebrating its 125th anniversary, and I guess they had like each of the territories and states that showed up and actually had a booth, had things about their particular venues or particular areas of innovations. And they still had the 110-foot Ferris wheel. They still had the 250-foot triumphal arch replica. So
I can't wait to see the real thing.
But there were a lot of wide open spaces and empty fields. So, but that was normal. I mean,
Well, you know what? Well, first of all, I watched a video. A guy that was this guy that did the video was there every single day, and he did a live shot throughout the day.
Okay.
Not just but this was throughout
the whole thing, the whole 16 days or something. Yeah.
And with the exception of last weekend, but that was the 4th of July, depending on, of course, when you're watching this.
Oh, yeah.
If you're watching this in December, it wasn't.
Yeah, last weekend was not the 4th of July.
No. But anyway, this guy's videotaping it, and the place is empty.
Yeah.
It's just empty. What they should have done, but Trump doesn't do this. Everything has got to be big, over the top. Yeah. Make it a week. Make it end on the 4th of July night.
Yeah,
after
and then
the
go
fireworks.
out with a big bang. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. But instead, he went an extra week, and it just fizzled.
Yeah. And after the 4th of July, they had 850,000 firecrackers or fireworks. Mm-hmm. And they were trying to break the Guinness Book of World Records, which they don't know for sure yet that they've done. But afterwards, apparently the next day, everything's filled with smoke. Horrible atmosphere, which might have been fine if you'd entered it that day and people didn't have to breathe and stuff, all that stuff the next day. But you're not going to believe this, but they're going to have to drain the pool again.
Oh,
or the pond or the lake. I can't remember which is called now, but they're going to have to do
reflecting.
Yes, because of all the stuff that came from the fire.
Oh yeah, so they're going to blame that. They're going to, they're going to use every excuse. And what's her name? What's her name? Judge.
Jean Carroll. Yeah, she brought a former Olympian up for charges for reaching down and picking up a piece of the bottom.
Which was
he just grabbed and it wasn't he wasn't doing it because if it was really down on the bottom he couldn't have clawed his way and clawed it up, so it was floating there.
It was floating, and
then when he was told to let go, he let go. So but they're trying to get him for 10 years, so my God, he would have, he must really
get 10 years for
vandalism or whatever,
capturing a piece of floating paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's really good, though.
Yes, she's really good. She's a
really
TV
good.
judge, as I said before, and you can't beat TV judges.
No, absolutely not. They know their stuff.
They do. They do.
Absolutely know their stuff.
Yeah, it's like it's scripted for them, but yeah, they know it, and yeah.
It literally is scripted.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I don't know.
As you can tell, our stuff is not scripted for us.
No, not. We don't have a clue. I mean, she's got a clue.
No,
I'm
not
just
really.
Here. I'm just here. But anyways, so the Great American Fair came to a sizzling end.
Yeah, Trump says he pulled off the
fizzling.
celebration packed with happy people, and it's better than any of his predecessors could have done. So,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I tell you what, and I've said this before, and quite frankly, I remember going to the 250th celebration birthday for America during the Obama years, and that fair that he put on, second to none.
Now, yeah, I hate to admit this because I'm a Democrat, but George H.W., I got to say, it was very, very emotional.
His 250th
celebration.
celebration.
He was 250. I mean, he actually served like in the armed forces. So, and he had his uniform on. Oh man, it was great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. But HW does okay. I mean, I'm sorry, W was okay, but not as good as HW.
Yeah, George H.W.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's such an imbecile. No other president put on, or even tried to put on, because they are way too smart to try to put on, a 16-day fair when your biggest entertainment is Lee Greenwood and God Bless the USA.
Yeah. Oh, Cash Patel's girlfriend sang too. I think the Star Spangled Banner, maybe? I'm not sure. But, Cash was there.
There you go.
Yeah.
But he wasn't in Chicago.
No, he wasn't in Chicago for.
So.
Yeah.
Anyways,
okay.
So a bad week for Cash, but there's always next week. Okay, better luck next week, Cash.
Yeah.
So, all right, we have just a few minutes. We'll try to touch base on this.
Okay.
We mentioned, excuse me. We mentioned before about Chuck Grassley,
who is 93 years old.
We did a little research.
Yeah.
There are many people
in the Senate and in the Congress.
Lawmakers.
Yes. Who are in their 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Some. Chuck is the oldest, 93. But they're a lot in their 80s. It's kind of. I mean, Chuck seems to be doing okay. Mitch is not doing so well, and Mitch hasn't done well for the last few years, health-wise.
Chuck, yeah.
I mean,
Chuck
he might be very alert. He might be just as cognate and cognizant of what's going on as he ever was, but he had a lot of health problems, and really, these people are representing us. They should be able to represent us. They shouldn't have to be gone for weeks at a time and not get to votes. And then how do you trust what they're voting for, or if they know what they're voting for, or if there's somebody behind them with their hand up their back talking for them?
Absolutely.
So I hate to say it, but because there are some senators that I think are great. Some Congress people that are great in their 80s. They're very good. They've been there a long time. They know what they're doing. They know how to run a meeting. They're just very good at what they do.
Right.
But some of them have just lost it, and you can't just.
Well, let's give them
that. So I age limits is hard for me. Term limits are hard for me because. You just get there, you just learn the job, and then you've only been there for 8 years or 4 years.
Well, we don't even have to say that. I mean, we can make the term limits as long as we can say
10 years.
10 years or 12 years or whatever.
Like that.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Chuck is 93.
Yeah.
Bernie is 84. Let's see. Mitch is 83. Angus King, 81.
Yeah.
Dick Durbin is 80. Over in the reps, let's see. Maxine Waters is 87. Nancy's 85. She's leaving. Jim Clyburn, 85. But the list goes. I mean, seriously, at what point?
Do you get to say
and
somebody new ideas?
New blood,
more
new
stamina,
ideas. But let's not make this just about them. Let's take this further and say the Supreme Court.
Oh, yeah.
For the love of God, we've got people on the Supreme Court that could very well be there
until they die,
30, 40 years.
Yeah.
That are, well, you know how they are.
Yeah. And you're never going to get somebody in there. Each division thinks the other one are making law when they go in there, but this one, they don't go by precedent. They said at least 2 of the people that Trump appointed said, "Oh, we're going to go by precedent. We're not going to vote down Roe v. Wade," and then they did.
We're not going to until we do.
Until we do, yes. We're not going to do the Voting Rights Act. We're not going to, all of a sudden these things that have been constitutional and prior Supreme Courts have said are constitutional, they say, "Oh, no, it's not. It's not. Or we could do this. You can do that. You can ignore this stuff." It's like...
Sure.
And then you get to the point where you know that if a new president's elected, they wait. Okay, I'm not. This is a Democrat there now, so I'm going to wait and retire after when the Republican gets back in, and then
it's all politics.
Same way, the other way around, and it's not supposed to be politics. It's not supposed to be. You're supposed to go by the rule of law, by the Constitution, and that kind of thing.
Yep.
But they're not even bothering making up good excuses for what they're doing anymore.
Our good friend Mitch McConnell, Obama was in office. It was, and I forget the date, or who it was that died. That was on the Supreme Court, but somebody, one of them.
Scalia.
Yeah. And this was very early on in the year. We had a November election coming up.
Yeah.
But this was very early on.
Yeah, it was the second spring.
And Mitch McConnell. Yuck. Anyways, said, "Oh no, we're not going to have a vote on that until after the election because it's too close to the election. It's 8 flippin' months from the election or whatever it was," and he said, "No, it's too close to the election." And then Ruth
Bader Ginsburg died.
Passed away, and it was
during
2 months before the election with Trump.
Yeah, and we had to wait.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't have to wait. It was okay then.
It was okay. Absolutely okay. And
it was okay. We could rush it through. Yep. Mm-hmm.
They rushed
Kavanaugh
it through.
Was rushed through. Yep.
And I just think that's just ridiculous. Yeah. And so, do I think that we should have term limits on our Supreme Court? Absolutely, I do. Absolutely, I do.
They say that there's a thing out there for 18-year term. That way, they don't staggered.
Mm-hmm.
So like every other year, we get somebody new.
Yeah.
On there. So that means that a president will have at least one time during their term where they can appoint somebody.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
It seems fair. I mean, it seems more representative of what people want.
Yep.
But they have a lifetime, and they get to decide when they want to retire.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They absolutely make the rules.
Right.
And it all depends on this whole deal. Trump, I think he appointed 3.
Yeah. See, this will prevent strategic retirements, like where they're waiting until, okay, that's 3
Probably won't
Republicans
prevent
will
death,
wait
will it?
until. No, it won't prevent death. There are going to be times when people are going to die. So I don't know. That might not work unless you always
and then
get.
again, maybe not, because they aren't. Well, you can die at any age. I understand that.
Yeah.
But we're not going to have 80-year-olds. We're not going to have 90-year-olds sitting on the bench waiting for the next Republican or Democrat or whatever.
And most presidents want to get somebody out there who is younger.
Well,
they want to get somebody in their 50s so that they'll have somebody there for 18 years. They don't want to get somebody in their 80s and have them die at 98. I mean, wait and hope that they don't die before they turn 98. So I think it's a good idea.
But here's the thing. All right, so you're not crazy. What if you had your rathers? Would you rather have term limits or age limit?
I have a hard time with that. I guess term limits. Because I hate to think that I wouldn't be able to run for office. If I got. And that's kind of sad but I just hate to think that somebody, not me, but there are some people out there that, boy, I would hate to think that they couldn't run for office again. But who knows? I mean, maybe there's such a thing as taking a test and seeing if you're still aware of what's going on and with it. Yes, and if
I am in favor of term limits as well because but with that, these people have to if they were in a normal job, okay? If they were in a regular normal job, they would have retired when they are 65 years old and started drawing Social Security or their pension. If that were a regular job, they would have retired long before this. Right. I can guarantee that if Chuck Grassley was flipping burgers at McDonald's, he would have retired long before now.
Yeah.
Or if he would have been a lawyer or whatever. But he's making $174,000 a year.
At a job where he's probably not on his feet very often.
No.
I mean, that's one of the things that bothers me about some of these politicians when they're making up these rules about when you can retire and when you can't.
Yeah.
I had a father who had a very rough, hard job, construction, on his feet all day, every day. It pretty much wore his body down.
Yep.
And these people would say, "Oh, you got to wait until you're 70 to retire."
Yeah. Well, like, screw you.
Yeah. I just don't get that. That's you're not entitled to have any kind of life after you stop working. You have to work till you die. So it's just.
Yeah, I can guarantee that these people that are well in their 80s still
are thinking, well, I'm still working, you can still work too. Well, it's a whole different thing.
If they were in a regular position, in a regular job, they would have retired long before now.
Right.
But they've got it made on the taxpayer's dime.
They get to take all these recesses. They get to fly on trips and paid
again on the taxpayer's nickel.
Yeah. So why not stay there?
So I believe, I think they need to know when it's time to go.
Yep.
And unfortunately that would take in people like Bernie. Bernie's on the ball. I get it.
I know.
But Mitch McConnell should have been. He should have known at the time, or
the last
2 years ago, or whatever. You know what? I'm not feeling the best.
Right. Right. I've had a few episodes. I think maybe I'd be better served if somebody took my place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they don't.
No, they
because they
don't.
want that pension. You know, they want that paycheck because it's easy money.
Yeah.
Now,
well, and they want the power too.
Oh, it's always about the power.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
it's always about their power. Yeah. It's always about the political party's power and whatever. But I'm over these people.
Yeah.
Know when to retire.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the question is, what do you think? Tell us.
Do you think do you want either? Do you want any kind of limits, or do you want just set some kind of limit?
Yeah. Is it, what do you think? Tell us your thoughts, because I think I think term limits, but then again, I could go with age.
Yeah.
But drop us a note.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if there's term limits, if it's I don't know. I don't know that they say that if people wanted term limits, they would just vote the people off after 2 years or whatever. And
that's not necessarily true.
But that's not true.
Because there's a lot of lazy voters.
Yeah, there are. And then I know this name. I voted for him for 50 years. I'm going to vote for him another 50 years.
Yeah. There's a lot of very lazy people that are, oh, good enough. I think he's fine, or she's fine, or whatever.
And some of these people can mentor their replacement too. So
oh, sure.
Yeah. It's happened.
Drop us a note and let us know what you think.
Right.
We're curious to see. You want term limits, age limits, or leave it the way it is?
Right.
It's up to you.
Right. Okay.
All right. Tell everybody what they need to do besides drop us a note about that.
Yes. There's a thing over there called a like button. Please hit like. We also have a community page. If you have any comments or anything you want to leave us, we'd be more than happy to read them and respond.
Be nice.
Be nice. Yeah. If you're not nice, we probably won't respond.
No.
And I guess if you really like us, or even if you don't, subscribe to us. And we'd appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you all very much for watching. We certainly appreciate it. We'll do this again real soon. Our next topic, by the way, is mega.
Oh, yes. How mega has changed relationships.
Right.
That.
And the American flag.
And the American flag.
Are you still flying it or not?
Does it scare you?
It's not because you're not patriotic, and it's not that you dislike America, but are you not flying it because you're afraid people think you're mega?
Yeah.
Okay. That's been a question that I've heard mentioned lately. About flying the flag.
About being afraid to see the flag out there.
So, all right. So that's coming up on our next episode. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.